cooper's only interested in two things: the diameter of the hoop and the length of the stave. And mathematical calculations are done from there. So for 20 litres, that's the length of the stave and diameter of the hoop. What I'll then do, I've got modern machinery to help me, but to keep in tune with the old-fashioned way of doing things, how I was taught, and I'm pretty proud of the fact that I'm the only cooper in Australia that was taught under Max Schubert, the creator of grain tunage.
Wow.
So my apprenticeship went for 5 years, and the first 3 years out of the 5 years, so the first 3 years was all hand tools, no power tools at all. Okay, tough going, but if you get through it, it pays dividends. So we run the timber over the plain. Do you want to have a guess why we do the opposite to a carpenter?
Accuracy.
Yeah, that's one.
You want to work with barrels?
Yeah, and also we need the horsepower. I call it the horsepower to push that through the blade. Oak can be very, very hard, and you can always tell a prosperous cooper. Do you know how do you tell a prosperous cooper? The size of his belly. Okay, not all wine in there, you know. So what we do is simply you pick it up, and we know what we've got to. I have to have my back to this, unfortunately. And what we would then do. See what I'm doing?
Wow.
Just put your finger on there and feel how smooth that is.
Wow.
And if I wanted to, I could sharpen my fingernails up on that. Okay? And it's not real good when you have a 2-year-old boy who wants to slide down there and go to slippery dip. His mum wasn't very happy. Okay. Now, when we make the cask, we have a fire going inside, and the heat makes the timber pliable. So after about an hour on the fire, we feel the back of our hand. It's nice and pliable, and then we bend it with smaller and smaller hoops. Then at that stage we put it back on the fire for 15 to 20 minutes each end and gently open the pores of the wood up for wine. Once again, if I'm making whiskey, I set the barrel on fire. That's why sometimes you'll see the Jim Beam ads. The barrels are on fire. They want charcoal, that's what they're after. Now the end of the barrel, I'll point out there's no glue used in the barrel whatsoever. Okay? Now the end of the barrel, and I can tell you no, I'm not Irish, there's no Irish descents.
No, it's no.
Okay, I'll show you something. This is the end of the barrel. There's no glue used, but it's held together with an Irish nail. What do you, have a look at that, what do you notice about that nail? Right, that's what we call an Irish nail. See that? That's simply placed in the head as such, knocked together, and in the machine cooper shop, they put that piece of timber in where it be that thickness, goes from that down to that, but that'd be pretty boring. So we have to do it the hand way. Now, people wonder why coopers wear a leather apron. I'll show you why. Okay. Very carefully now, we have to carve this barrel out, so you lean against it. Who hasn't had a shave this morning? Right? Okay, he's the one. Now what am I doing? What am I doing that we tell our kids not to do? Right. The reason is simple. For us, if you're a boxer, full-time boxer, you practice with the power away from it. As humans, as we're designed and built, I use that term, we have a lot of power towards us, but it must be done in a controlled way. Otherwise, that's why we wear a leather apron. Okay? So,
wow.
and look at the colour of the grape.
That's amazing.
Right? And you smell that? Can you smell that? Smell that fortified smell? Part of it to make good whiskey, believe it or not, is see that line there? We're after that saturated timber. So we just lightly shave that back lightly. And the when we make a whiskey barrel, the difference between a wine barrel and a whiskey barrel you charcoal, right? But if you charcoal a wine barrel, you've gone too far. Now wine, when we heat the barrel, we warm it up, and that heats the pores of the timber up and exposes all those nice beautiful flavours.
Yeah.
Whiskey, charcoal is a natural filter. So that's where your whiskey is made. And when the raw spirit from the whiskey goes in a whiskey barrel, it pulls out all those flavours in that wood. So nature's done all the hard work for us.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're getting 65-year-old barrels,
Yeah.
which were once thrown away. Now we've got a 100% recycling rate. This is completely natural. Nature supplies us with everything that we need. And I haven't got my glasses with me, but so you'll have to bear with me. Good. That one might be better. Can you see the cell structure of the reed? Can you see the cell? Can you get that on the camera?
Yeah.
See the cell structure? Right? Now what happens if you, because we're human too, and if you have the unfortunate thing where your barrel does leak, you simply put a piece of reed down in between the joints, tighten it up, within 5 minutes the wine will hit that and expand it. Noah's Ark, same deal.
Yeah.
It might also interest you, just for a laugh, that this is the second oldest profession in the world. And you don't have to be Einstein to guess what the first is. Okay? So we're the second oldest profession in the world. So the reed, completely natural, nature supplies us with everything we need.